Hello, my beautiful friends. Hope you're doing amazing. Today we're going to be doing a good old-fashioned trying new makeup, if that's something you'd be interested in. Hi, if you're new here, my name is Audrey. Thank you so much for being here. Please consider subscribing down below before you leave. We talk about makeup over here. I'm just a mom who loves makeup, and that's what we do. And if you're returning, hi, hello, welcome. I love and appreciate you, and let's get started. Okay, so if the sound's weird in this video, I'm in the process of getting a new microphone-ish. So hang tight, stick with me. I don't think it should be that wonky, but you know, you never know. It's recording the sound as far as I can tell. And we are going to try on some new makeup because it is stockpiling up on my desk. And that's what happens when you're tired and pregnant and you just keep buying new makeup and not keeping up with the filming. Hi, if you're new here, I'm currently 15 weeks pregnant with my 7th child. Okay, new makeup, super duper duper super excited. We are going to start off with Sarah Creal. Okay, so if this doesn't tell you how much I love this concealer, I don't know what will. Sarah Creal extended the shade line of her Face Flex concealer / foundation, and this has become one of my favorite super fast, easy foundations. I keep it on top of my desk. I reach for it more than a lot of other things. So I really, really love it. I initially had the shade 1. Now this was the lightest shade that she offered, but then I picked up the one before it, so 0.5, and I picked up 1.5. So I'm going to swatch them all for you today on my face, on my hands. We're going to figure out which shade matches me best, and then I'm going to mix and match, use them all. But yeah, I was so excited when she extended this shade range. Look at these 3 of them. I bought them all. I love them. They're incredible. Okay, I already have my brows on, Merit Brows, always the best, and a little bit of my Kulfi primer I've been using, and the Road Glazing Mist. So let's get into this. First, we're going to start with 0.5, Face Flex and 0.5. This is marketed, I think it's a Fair Warm. So, Fair Warm, which is probably going to be more of a highlight, like under the eyes concealer for me, for my skin tone. Fair Warm. And then we have shade 1, the original lightest shade, which I have got to work all over my face. I really, really like it. It was, I didn't think it looked bad. I think it looked wonderful. So there's shade 1. And then we have 1.5. Shade 1 is a Fair Cool, and then shade 1.5 is a Fair Light Neutral. This is supposed to be a neutral. That's a little yellow for a neutral. I think the 1 looks a little bit more neutral than the 1.5. Wow, I'm surprised. I'm going to put that on my face and see how well it matches my neck. But I thought maybe 1.5 was going to be a better match for me. Because I usually go for the fair, light, neutral option in the shade ranges. But that looks a little dark. So, there they all are. Shade 0.5, shade 1, shade 1.5. Okay. Let's go. Okay, put them on the face. 0.5. It's fun. It's like we're drawing on my face. I'll put this on here. I think 1 still might be the best match for me. I don't know. Huh, I should have started over more. Okay, so we have 0.5, 1, and 1.5. Yeah, 1.5 is way too yellow. I think that 1 is going to look way better all over my face. And then 0.5 I can use underneath my eyes to brighten. I don't know how I'm going to use 1.5. Maybe I'll give it to my mom because I think that would match her really well and get her hooked on it. Ideas. All right, I'm going to get these off and then I'm going to apply it on my face. That's wild. All right, I just took those swatches off. We're going to do shade 1 all over my face, which is the original lightest shade, which is the one that I had before. So if we're shade twins, I think that this one is going to work the best still. Crazy. If you're a little bit darker, a little bit more yellow toned than me, that fair light neutral 1.5 is probably going to work best for you. Absolutely crazy. My mom is a little bit darker and a little bit more yellow than me, so I think that's going to work wonderful for her. I absolutely love the Face Flex formula. I think it really, really flexes with your face and it lasts all day long. It looks incredible every single time I use it. I put it all over the face. I use it just as concealer. Depends on what look I'm going for that day, but holy cow. I'm really surprised. I'm surprised. I thought that 1.5 was going to work better for me, but it just is not. The way that these are drying down on my hand, man, look at that. That last one, 1.5, is definitely more yellow than neutral. I think they need a shade in between. What would that be? 1.25? That's a little bit more, I don't know. Maybe there isn't room for a shade in between. I don't know. I am not a master of shades. But dang, look at that formula. It's so good, guys. It's so good. I absolutely love it. Always sing its praises. I mean, it looks incredible on my skin and it looks incredible on more mature skin. I have YouTube friends that have let me know that they also really, really enjoy this formula. So we are going to use 0.5, which I think I will get some good use out of. It is a fair warm, according to the website. And it's just going to add a little bit of brightening, just be, like, add a little bit of dimension. But I can use 1.0 all over my face. Done it lots and lots of times. Pretty sure I have a video using the Face Flex and all of the other Sarah Creal products I have. I'm going to need to update that video. Sarah Creal's got some eyeliners coming out. Very excited for those. Holy cow. But I thought that would be super helpful for you guys. So if we are shade twins, 1.0 and maybe 0.5 if you want to add a little something something, but 1.5 is too dark and too yellow. It would be way too stark contrast. It just would. Holy cow. I mean, look at it compared to me. Dang. Okay. Fantastic. I love my Face Flex. Okay, moving on. I picked up one of the Precision Sculpt Shaping Bombs, one of the new contour sticks from House Labs. I got the shade Profile. Ooh, it is so... It's nice. I don't know how much product's in there. It kind of feels like not very much. Wow, that is a cool tone contour. Holy cow. Let's put it on the face and then we will do some comparisons with the other popular contour sticks in my collection. This is a true contour. It doesn't look too green though. It looks like it has a really good gray base. I tried one of the Fenty contour sticks. I don't remember what it was called. It wasn't a stick. It was in a pot. Fenty contour pot deals. And it was gray, but it was too green. It was like green gray. So I didn't really like how it looked on my skin. This is blending incredibly. Wow. but it is definitely a true contour. It is not a bronzer. It is not a, did I not put any on the other side of my nose? I'm just like, I'm going to contour one side of my nose. Which you could totally do. I just forgot. This is a true contour. Wow. Wow, I really like that. I love contouring. I quite enjoy it. I know it's not everybody's thing, but I just like that cool tone and then adding the bronzer on top. I just like it. I don't know. I don't know why. I just do. Dang. That is a chiseled contour. Make sure you blend all of your neck out. I've left it before. Wow. And it gives the illusion of a bigger lip here down on the bottom, like that. Maybe I should try the top. I've never really added contour to the top, but this is a very pretty, precise stick. Kind of reminds me of the Victoria Beckham, the really skinny pencil. It's a little bit chubbier than that one. I don't know if I still have that one. Hey, I really like that. Okay, let me get some others to compare it to for you. Okay, no, I do not have the Victoria Beckham's contour stick any longer, which is fine. Here we have, ooh, Biscuit from Westman Atelier. Much more neutral, but still, I mean, I would still consider that a contour. Not really a bronzer. I like to put a bronzer on top of Biscuit from Westman Atelier, but much more neutral, not as cool toned. Let's put the Dior on the other side. Oh, wow. What do I... Less gray toned? That is interesting. This is Dior Forever 01 Light. I really love this Dior contour stick. It's very, very nice. Just less gray. Biscuit is warmer. Biscuit's warmer than both of them. This is more neutral, Dior. House Labs gray, cool toned, and then Westman Atelier is much more warm. I hope that you're getting that. And then, so those are my two stick contours that I have. Love those. House Labs is definitely going around with those. Holy cow. The precision you have in this stick, much more precise than both of those. Then I have the Makeup by Mario Soft Sculpt Bronzing and Sculpting Situation in Fair, which is a liquid, not a cream stick, and much more similar in tone to Westman Atelier. Just a little bit more brown and creamy looking. Not similar to House Labs at all. And this is the Gentle Liquid Contour from Rare Beauty. This one might be similar. Yes, so Gentle from Rare Beauty is the most similar to the House Labs. It kind of has that gray tone. It's almost the same as Dior. So the most similar on my hand is the Rare Beauty Gentle and then the Dior 01. House Labs is still more gray than all of them. Wow. So yeah, if you want a real true gray contour, I would go with House Labs. I really like how this looks. Holy cow. Really like it a lot. It is gorgeous. But there's those 5 popular contours. I completely forgot about this RMS concealer. I did pick up the RMS concealer in ON01. I think this is the lightest shade they have. It is a paddle. Nope, it's a brush. It's got a brush applicator, but I already used the Sarah Creal under the eyes. Maybe I'll add a teeny bit. It is really light. Like, it looks a lot lighter than the Sarah Creal too. I mean, dang, that's almost white. I'll just use a teeny tiny bit on the inner corners, but I'll have to use this again in a different video, give it more of a shot. Let's use, I don't know, I'm going to use just the sponge to blend that out. Haven't used just a sponge in forever. But very hydrating formula. really, really pretty. I need to give it more testing time. But I forgot that I had it sitting on my desk with me. Really pretty, super brightening, but I'm sure it needs to be set where the Sarah Creal does not. So, okay, continuing on, RMS Beauty came out with a whole collection for Crystal Slipper, which is one of my favorite of their powder blushes. I picked up the Lip to Cheek in Crystal Slipper and the eye lights in Crystal Slipper. Now I have a different plan for the eyes today, but I did pick up the eye lights, and I mean, those are just gorgeous. This is the Lip to Cheek. I'm going to use it as a blush. I think we'll add a little bit to the lips, but oh my goodness. Look at how gorgeous. It's so shiny and shimmery. The only thing, I'm just a little weary about these pot products. RMS in general, like their creams. I had one of their cream concealer that came in the little pot like this, and it just went bad really fast. That's one of the caveats with more of, you know, clean beauty products. I feel like they go bad really fast. So it is unfortunate. Oh my gosh. But if you're using this every single day, you're going to go through it and it's not going to go bad. So, you know, this is just what I do for a job. Wow. Okay. That is so pretty, you guys. I think I'll go over it just a little bit with a brush. But with the finger, it went on great. I'm going to put a little bit on the lips after I wipe them off because there's some foundation on there. But you can still kind of see that House Labs contour. I love that. Oh my goodness. I have another lip product we're going to try. I think this would be better for like a no makeup day. It feels nice though. Hydrating on the lips. Not bad, not bad. I really love that blush. Look at that color. And I don't feel like I need to put a highlighter on because it's already got that kind of luminizing effect. Very creamy, very pretty. Crystal Slipper is gorgeous. Let me swatch this next to Crystal Slipper for you. Okay, here's Crystal Slipper. I put that swatch right next to it. The powder is a little bit more opaque because it's a powder, but I mean, there's the two colors. Wow, really pretty. I love this blush. Obviously, it must be one of their more popular ones as well because they made a whole collection around it. I love it. Absolutely beautiful. There's that comparison for you. I feel like the powder is a little bit more pink, where the cream looks a little more peachy-ish. Yeah. If you hear my baby in the background, you might hear a few times in this one. She's teething, and she's just a little grumpy. You know, I think I'd be grumpy too if my teeth were coming out of my gums. Okay, let's continue on. What is next? I wiped that lip to cheek off my lips. It was it was accentuating all the lines. So, not a huge fan of it on the cheeks and the lips, but as a blush, gorgeous. Okay, I have the Say Slip Tint Undetectable Baked Setting Powder in Translucent, shade 1. This was fair, I think. It said fair, but on the back it says translucent. So I think this has a little bit of a sheen. Yes. This was a subscriber request. Hey, I love it when you guys want me to try stuff. Makes me super happy. I just got it in the mail. You can kind of see that sheen. Okay. This is the BK Nikki LaRose N15. I'm going to go straight into this powder. Okay, it's picking up a lot on the brush. Tap off a little, I guess. No mirror. This is the very first product I have ever tried from Say. Never tried any of their makeup. There's a few things I'm kind of interested in, but I don't know. They're just new releases, never really pique my interest, you know? So we're just going to set this half of my face. I feel like that did have a little bit of color to it. Like, I feel like this side of my face looks a little bit lighter than this side because it kind of like dulled down the bronzer, which can be a good thing, especially for me because I go heavy-handed with most of my stuff. I really like how it made my forehead look. Kind of just, you know, mixed all that bronzer, everything together. It's a really good finishing step. Definitely has a sheen. I mean, my other side of my face, it already kind of has a sheen. It's not like I'm putting a ton of matte products on my face right now, but there is a sheen. Wow, I really like this. I like it a lot. I don't think it's going to do anything for oil control, but I'm sure if you're an oily skinned gal, you probably don't go for powders that have a sheen to them. So I don't think it's going to do anything for oil control, but it does. It reminds me a lot of my Hourglass powders. There is a sheen. You know, I'm going to have to try it on top of a very matte foundation, right? Because that's kind of when I at least would reach for a powder like this. When I'm using a matte foundation, I'm like, oh, my face is really flat. I need to bring back some shine, some dimension. That's when I would reach for this. But I really like it. It didn't do, yeah, looking up close in my mirror, it didn't do anything bad. Wow. Okay. That's really pretty. That's really pretty, guys. Really, really pretty and very inexpensive compared to Hourglass. Dang. Okay. I mean, you're seeing it. The proof's in the pudding. I really like it, but it has a sheen. Woohoo! It is very prominent. Interesting. But it doesn't feel like a highlighter. You know, if I were to put like a highlighter all over my face, I would feel that metallic, like intense highlighter look, and I don't get that. Wow. Dang, that's awesome. Okay, there's that. Okay, so I put on a little bit of my eyeshadow primer. I purchased 2 of these Chanel and these bags. They're really cute, and I'm going to keep them, but they need to be in a drawer because they collect cat hair like crazy. So, probably what they're for, I guess. I don't know. I picked up 2 of the new Chanel, I don't know how you pronounce it in French, button eyeshadow palettes. So we're going to swatch them both today. This is the, my favorite one, 219 Bouton Couture. Les for Ombre Boutons. I don't know. We have my best guess. I mean, I love this one. I love the way this one looks. I think that, and I've seen a few videos, I'm a little late to the party, but the way that this one looks pigmented wise, I think it's going to be my new favorite Chanel quad, maybe of ever. And then I also picked up 209 Bouton Mademoiselle. Oh, those little brushes always fall out on me. This one's going to be a little bit lighter, a little bit peachier. Honestly, I kind of don't think I should have bought this one. Kind of regret purchasing this one. But the little pictures got me, okay? The pictures got me. So I think I'm going to use 219 today. And then I will use 209 here soon in a short. Short coming soon. But I will swatch them both for you. So 1, 2. Ooh. Okay, all right. You know, maybe this won't be that bad. I do really like the 5 shade in here. It's a really pretty, like, taupey brown. And then, ooh, that one's really shiny. Okay, there's 209. It's very light, very airy, very peachy. If you don't like a ton of eyeshadow, you don't like a ton of impact, this one might be your best friend. Absolutely beautiful. Really excited to try it on the eyes. We'll probably end up adding some more blingy shushing to it when I do use it, but There's 209. Okay, and let's swatch 219. I really like this one. Bhutan. Ooh. Oh my goodness. Yes, see the pigmentation in this one? Ugh. So good. And the taupiness. Look at that taupey shimmer. Holy cow, I think this is going to be perfect. Exactly what I want. All of these shades kind of have a little bit of a satin sheen to them. Not super matte. Very, very Chanel-esque. Holy cow. All right. I mean, I'm going to do a little bit more blending, but that's pretty much the look we're going to get. For me anyways. You could always like go a little bit lighter with it. Maybe use the darkest shade as a liner. Like, you know. Okay. Flies. It's getting cold outside. Okay. I'm going to do the other eye off camera. I will be back. And then we will swatch some Danessa Myricks sticks. Okay, here's the look I did with 219 from the Chanel Button collection. Very sophisticated, very light, very Chanel, very everyday. Oh my goodness. This is probably my favorite Chanel quad I have ever used on my eyeballs. Very, very pretty. Very, very nice. But, you know, I need a little bit more sparkle than this. So I went ahead and swatched the Danessa Myricks options that I have. This is number 5. This is the original one that I picked up. This is number number 1. There's 1 right there. More of a taupey. Here's 3. And then 10. 10 is a green, and it is only available, I believe, on the Danessa Myricks website. But yeah, there they are. I think I'm probably going to end up using, the number 1, the taupey one. Because this is kind of more of a taupey-esque look. So, let's go. First, we're going to use the metallic side of number 1, which is Mystic Taupe. Now, I love how they magnetic together. They came with this little cap, which kind of annoys me, but I understand. You know, it's a really cooling, very interesting formula. You do have to be super careful with the foils. My first one that I picked up, the foil in that duo is kind of smushed because I really just pushed a little too hard. But there's the metallic in 1, which is called Mystic Taupe. You know, and I'm gonna put them on, and then I'm just gonna use my finger. I feel like I've used a brush in the past, and I just don't think I like a brush, which kind of makes sense, you know. I prefer using my fingers for metallic eyeshadows in eyeshadow palettes because it really gives the best payoff. So brushes pick up just a teeny bit more than I want them to. So that looks nice. Okay. Now let's do the foil. So there's metallic Mystic Taupe. It's so cute when you take them out of the little magnetic thing. And then this is number 1 in duo foil Interstellar. Very pretty. Very much need to be very careful with the foils. I'm just going to kind of tap it on. I mean, I love the cooling effect that they have. That's gorgeous. Holy cow. That one has, I feel, way more like dimension than the foil in 5. Whoa, that's like a different galaxy type of in space color. That's beautiful. Holy cow. Okay, we gotta blend it with our finger before it dries. You can kind of feel it. Once that cooling sensation is gone, they don't move. I really like that. Maybe I like them better on eyeshadow, you know? Not so much as like a one and done, but what do you guys think? That's number one. I really like that color a lot. Okay, I'm still gonna test the other ones, but I mean, that looks gorgeous. Okay, continuing on, the last new product I have to try, got a lot in here in this video, thanks for hanging out, is it came in this little pouch, the Farrah Homidi Soft Glass Lip Plumping Oil. I picked up the shade Tawny. They came out with 2 shades. This is a fat lip oil. I was not expecting it to be this kind of chubby. I mean, I don't know what I was expecting, but it's really cool. It's very liquidy. Like you can see in the container, it's super liquidy. There's the doe foot. I don't know if you're even going to be able to see it on a swatch. Yeah, it's pretty clear on my hand. I wonder if you're going to be able to see any color at all. But here we go. Wow. Okay. It claims to be lip plumping. I think that's in the name. Let me read it again. Don't tip that over, because if you tip it over, it's going to come out. Soft Glass Lip Plumping Oil. Not a ton of color payoff. Probably doesn't look very different at all from the other color they came out with, which is more of a pink. Tawny's more of the brownie nude option. I don't feel any tingling. It's a really slippy liquid formula. Okay, so it's been sitting on my lips for a minute. It's really interesting. Super interesting. Kind of hard to explain. So it just looks like liquid on my hand. There really isn't any color like at all. It's just accentuating the pigmentation of my natural lips, which are a little bit more pigmented. I don't feel any plumping, any tingling, but it's almost like I feel it sinking into my lips, if that makes any sense. It's like, it's not sitting on top. It's definitely an oil. It's not a gloss. Wild. It's interesting. I wonder, I don't know what else that's like. I mean, it's really pretty. It's very pretty, very glossy. It would look very beautiful on top of a lip liner, but it's definitely liquidy and clear. No color. There's that. Those are all of the new products I wanted to try with you guys today. I still actually have a few others that I need to use on my face. I've got a Dior video coming up with the new products that Dior just released. I actually picked up all 8 of the new Tower 28 Go-Go stick eyeshadows. Really excited to try those with you. And yeah, I am really kind of liking the way that this looks on my eyes. It's these eyeshadows are wild. They're really different. So, okay. I hope you had fun trying out this new makeup with me. I am not sure I'm actually going to have a August end of the month speed review roundup. I have not been testing makeup as often as I have in the past, or as much as I would like to be. So it may be a very large September speed roundup. I haven't quite decided yet, but make sure that you subscribe so that you don't miss out on getting to hear about these products again and my more rounded out thoughts instead of first impressions. So, okay. Yeah, let me know. Leave me a comment. What did you think about this look that I created? What do you think about the products I tried out? Have you tried any of these things? And yeah. Oh, everything that I talked about is linked in the description box. Affiliate links if you want to support the channel. If you made it to the end of the video, thank you so much. I love and appreciate you. Give this video a thumbs up if you love videos like this, and I will see you in my next one. Bye! The name's not on it. But there it is. Thank you so much. If you made it to the end of the video, thank you so much. I said it twice. That was not cute.